Hey y'all, so I am going into 2019 with my YouTube channel. And the name of my YouTube channel is Things Mama Didn't Tell Me. So I kind of want to kick it off with just love and relationships, which is always the biggest thing I talk to my clients about in my chair. So those who don't know me, I am a licensed stylist and I've been married for 16 years. So that's buku experience on love and relationships. Um, and one of the biggest things I hear is, or that women complain about, and myself included, is that men still have this antiquated view of what marriage is. And that view is as long as I'm taking care of my house, I have a roof over my family's head, I am doing my job. Sir, you cannot be more wrong on that. And listen, although I'm talking about men today, I talk about us women too because we have our own issues. But right now I'm talking about you men. So, anyway, listen up. We need love. We need love. Okay, so most of the women I talk to, and I'm gonna always include myself because, like I say, married for 10 years, the one thing that I always discuss with my husband is, how to love me. And I don't think enough of us women have that discussion with our men. So just to be fair to men, if we're not teaching them how to love us and they've never seen love in their household, how are they supposed to know what love looks like? So I feel like one of the ways in which we can kind of combat, if that's the word I'm looking for, this issue in marriage is trying to have having discussions with our husband about how we want to be loved, because some of us want to be loved in different ways. Listen, for myself, I've always been self-sufficient, but getting into marriage, I knew I had to become one with my husband. I've always had to be independent. That independence had to go out the window because you are now one with another. So it's just not about yourself. But my husband, for example, he is a provider. He's a provider. He's going to work whether he's deadly ill. He's going to work to take care of his family. Okay, but for myself, okay, so women, we are in an entirely different species than our parents and our grandparents for the most part. We have, men that are still living by these thoughts that have been passed down by their grandfathers, great grandfathers, great great grandfathers. And a lot of men, they're holding on to generational curses that have been passed along and by men they've never met. And that's something I kind of tell my husband about, generational curses. But we women do it as well. Now, for the man that feels like you on my back, I'm taking care of the house, I'm taking care of, but are you taking care of my heart? Are you taking care of your wife's heart? Listen, man, we need love like we need water. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I one of the things I taught my sons, both teenagers, because I have an open dialogue with them. And, my oldest boy, he came to me one day and he was like, Mom, I don't know how to express my emotions to girls. I don't know. So I had to use the analogy of their little sister, my daughter, which she's 3. They're 18 and 14. When they walk through the door, she's running to them. She's jumping on them. She's in their room. She's aggravating them. She always wants them to hug her, pick her up, to love on her. So I had to explain to them the same love that your sister is requiring from you now. It's the same love we as adult women or young women, teenage women, or whatever, want from you as well. The requirements for our love, pretty much is the same. They just bloom into adulthood, teenager or teenagers or whatever. But I was just trying to explain to them, and it's the same thing for men. Look, men, just like your daughter, when you walk through the door and your daughter is running to the door, daddy, 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 to give you that love and to want that attention from you, that's the same thing we want. On the flip side, we know you want it as well. So if you cut the grass and we don't acknowledge that you cut the grass right then and there, and you're walking around the house pissed, and we're trying to figure out, well, why are you pissed? Because we didn't acknowledge that you cut the grass. Give us a break. You cut the grass Sunday, but Monday through Friday, we woke up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning to get the kids ready, to cook breakfast, to get them off to school, to comb hair. We come straight home from school. We're cooking, we're cleaning, we're doing homework, we're getting them ready for bed, we're ironing clothes and uniforms for school in the morning. And we are not asking for your acknowledgement, even though it would be good. But if you cut the grass on that Sunday, and we forget to just acknowledge that, then you all are pissed at us for a whole week. I mean, look, we want to love you just like you want to love us, but we need you all to acknowledge our feelings and our love as well. Stop thinking that your money is enough. Stop thinking you bringing home a couple of dollars, or I'm saying a couple of dollars, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're bringing home money to pay the bills is enough. Sometimes we might want flowers. Sometimes we might want you to go to CVS or Walgreens for something as simple as a card, a $2, $3 card, you guys, and you write something like, I appreciate you, I see you, I love you. Something just that simple, would mean a lot to us. But a hug, not you being pissed and walking past us like we don't exist. Not you ignoring our text messages because you're pissed, because we didn't acknowledge that you cut the damn grass. Sir, in 2019, we're about to come with some lessons, because we need to save some marriages, because I feel like communication is killing our marriages. Lack of communication is killing our marriages. And that's because we're both stubborn as hell in most parts. But some of us just tired of the bullshit. We want you all to grow up, but some of us need to grow up as well. So I promise you, things mama didn't tell me, it's not going to be one-sided. We're talking about men issues, women issues. We're talking about love. We're talking about kids, discipline. We're talking about all of that. So I want you all to go now and follow my YouTube page, Things Mama Didn't Tell You. Go now, follow my page. Peace.